Hi Virgo, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for teen. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. That jumped. Feeling defensive, Nine of Wands, Nine of Rods. Feeling defensive, loaded for bear, ready for a fight, on edge. This could be, you're upset, but you're coming back. You're gonna persist, test of faith, that sort of thing. Having courage, being resilient, but at the same time, your patience is wearing thin, and you're very defensive, and your guard is up. Not yours per se, but just that's the energy of that card. We will find out. All right, Virgo, King of Swords. So this could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is somebody that's very clear thinking. They're intellectual. They have scruples and morals, and they're just very proper about things, or they're very they believe in truth, and they believe in doing the right things, but not in the conventional way, like justice. Probably a strong bent towards justice. They are the authority figure. They're very perceptive and intellectual, even cunning. All right, Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands or Knight of Rods, Three of Swords, King of Cups, Ten of Cups, Nine of Swords. Okay, I will clarify with these where I need to. All right, so things appear really happy and everything's going along great, but somebody feels like they're in, somebody feels like they're in mental prison. I looked at the picture, I'm like, no. Somebody's, I'm going to have to clarify that, because this is, well, things appear happy, so what's the, okay, odd. This is doing something without thinking. This nights are about movement, right? So this is someone who's just kind of just goes and does and asks questions later. It's hasty energy. It's very hasty. Stop, start, go, stop, turn around, but just a lot of reacting. It could be somebody that's really assertive, but there's not a lot of thought behind what they do. And this would say that they're flirting, they're talking to other people, that they're sending messages, probably text, sexting could be that, but this is somebody that if they see something and they want it, they go for it. So while it situationally appears to be happy, your partner might be looking behind your back. They're telling you that they're really brokenhearted over something, or they're upset, or maybe we need a separation. I'm just really distraught over something, or I feel rejected. But this is, what in the world is that? Why are they? All right, hold on a minute. Why are they telling we need to separate? I'm gonna sneeze here in a minute. If I do, I'm gonna try and cover the mic. I apologize. Sorry. I hope that wasn't too. Well, it is. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna try to work through the pain. I'm gonna try and. Is this like we need to separate? I'm just really distraught or whatever. But this would say that they're actually looking at the situation quite balanced. They actually feel quite okay and balanced about the situation, which could be true also. I mean, they could be saying, I'm really hurt by this, but they have a very loving, compassionate take on it. However, this is very strange. Okay. All right, so how things appear happy. The reality was somebody was sneaking around cheating, most likely. Your partner told you that they were heartbroken and they're about ready to give up, and they need to, there's fighting here, there's a lot of tension and conflict. They actually feel quite whole with it, and they think that the cycle is complete with you. They actually have a very balanced perspective. And your partner is saying, maybe this is saying, I want it happily forever after. Don't know if it's with you, Virgo, but I mean, they're saying that that's what they want, that I'm going to go find happily ever after. I want to be happy. And the reality of it is they're just, right now, this is really heavily weighing on their mind. This is the Nightmare card. So they're pretty upset and broken up about this. So on the one hand, they have this really balanced perspective about it, but they're in a lot of pain, a lot of anxiety over it. They're not sitting pretty. They recognize an ending here. It's just that maybe they feel like, okay, this is what I need to do to get to happy, because they probably found out. And probably it could be that this person, okay, two things here. This could either be well, somewhat, let's just say this, someone in the relationship could be online dating. This could be a lot of internet activity here. And this whole chessboard is about them strategically, because, you know, it's mental, online, internet, that's right, keeping everybody in position, okay? This could be, or this could be somebody that's decided, you know what, I very clearly now know what I want. This is not what I want. I need to cleave. I need to just cut things off. I need to do what's right for me. Very organized, clear thinking, no holds barred. Just so you know, could be one of those. I gather it's both, honestly, especially with this right here. This could be internet stuff, internet dating, you know, internet porn, I mean, internet gambling, most likely dating that with another person, but anything that could get in the way. And here we have that echoed here too. So just saying. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting. You broke heart and there's a lot of fighting, but they actually, I think they know this is for the best. There's been an ending. It's time for them to go alone and heal. They want to be happy. Right now they're torn up though. And I forgot to tell you the advice. This right here for you, Virgo, is talking about, you know what? This night spreads news far and wide, and they tell everybody, and this is about the momentum behind a change. So I think this is saying buffer and insulate yourself with friends and people who have your back, because you're going to need it. At the same time, okay, nights are all about a movement and extremes. So if this person's leaving and you're brokenhearted, be around positive people that will lift you up, that will buoy you, that will be kind, right? Or this is saying, on the other end of the spectrum, this could be, you know, get in there, move fast, act quickly. This could be saying date, go out and date. If it's going to be a breakup and they want to go find their happy, fine. What worries me, though, is that this person has the gall to act hurt when they're the ones doing this. I mean, if we're looking at the reading the way it is, they appear to be happy with you, but they're sneaking around behind your back, and then they turn around and say, well, I'm just brokenhearted. Well, who did what to who here? This is kind of confusing. And this is fluid, and it's general, so there's going to be a lot of scenarios anyway, but, you know, just, it's kind of confusing. And they want to be happy. Well, why were you stepping out? I mean, I get it, but just don't be I don't know. Okay, so this is talking about movement and communication. Swift, quick communication and movement. And this is about balance. So this might be saying you need to act quickly to restore balance and have that conversation, that albeit heated, passionate conversation, but still have that. We got a 7 of Wands here and we got an 8 of Wands here. So maybe this is saying, no, they're mistaken and misunderstood. Maybe a come to Jesus meeting, a truth. Maybe there needs to be some truth talked about here. Setting the record straight, moving very quickly to set the record straight to restore balance. Maybe somebody doesn't have the right idea here. It could be that, you know, act quickly to restore balance, and then we got this movement and communication card here. Maybe it's just doubling down on that. You know, you need to act quickly. Why? To restore balance. You need to get out of there. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's saying move, get out, go. Lots of different scenarios. This is about keeping your own self company, not you per se, but someone keeping themselves company and surrounded by the thoughts and the things the way they like it, to the point where they start to not want to leave. This is about obsession, delusion, self-interest, isolation, believing false truths or believing certain realities and kind of manifesting into those, like living into those only, seeing things a certain way that's not really realistic. And then you start to fall down a rabbit hole by needing to perpetuate that. So you start to isolate yourself, that sort of thing. So don't let that happen. That's why I think this is about, you know, act quickly to restore balance, because this right here, that whole just being consumed with grief and anxiety. If this is you, it could be that this is your partner that's starting to happen to your partner. They don't know what to believe, so they're just keeping their own self company with thoughts that are not accurate, so to speak, their own reality, when it's like, no, get in there and restore that balance. Get in there and tell them the truth, and purposefully so. Like, wait a minute, this is mistaken. You're not understanding this right, that sort of thing. Very interesting reading, because we got the one hand, someone's sneaking around, and then the other person, and presumably this would be the person sneaking around, they turn around and say they're heartbroken. Well, you're the one sneaking around. Okay, I said that already, shutting up. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. This is Green Tara. Huh. could go along with this too. You're trying to do everything yourself, and you've got these ideas. Well, I can't rely on this person. I can't rely. I just got to do everything myself, and then you just start to implode. You start to short circuit. It's just too much. We need people. We need other. And again, with the rally cry over here, going around and telling everybody, the whole Paul Revere, you know, I'm in pain. I'm hurting. Someone, you all need to stay around me and help me, and I need, you know, to be restored and balance and whatnot. But I mean, that's what your friends and family are for in times like this. Mystery, magic, and excitement. Could be you're going to be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. It could be that that's how it felt in the beginning, and then it took a turn because all of a sudden we end up here. Somebody's ending up there, you know. But it could be that after you deal with this and get some distance, and you want your happy, or that, well, this is them. But anyway, a Cancer or Pisces could play prominent in this. This is the mystery of it all, though. Which is, it might have felt like that in the beginning, but I don't know that. That seems misguided to me, because it just seems like there's nothing fun about this really. If someone's heartbroken or hurt, you know, the mystery or magic there, but even excitement. All right, Virgo, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.